We are seeing a lot of people tell others they need to start their own business, myself included. I have made videos talking about how you should be your own boss. But the more I look at it, I'm starting to think most people can't really be their own boss and run a business. Hey guys, it's Dan. I hope you all are doing well and welcome back to another video. This one's going to be kind of different. It's just something that was on my mind, and I think it's important for most people to know, because if you clicked on this video, you're a lot like myself in that you want to start your own business. You're probably having a hard time financially and are really looking for a way out, and you just kind of want to hear the opposite side of the coin of somebody that is telling you, hey, you can start your own business, you've got this. And I think it's important to know that most people really can't run their own business, and it's okay if you can't. Now, I will start by saying your own business can be a great thing. You have extra ways to make money. It can help you get out of debt. It can help you leave your 9-to-5, build up something you can be proud of. And if you have employees, you're able to treat them the way that you wish you were in your normal 9-to-5 corporate American job. In my experience, I don't think most people have what it takes. I will say, not only do I work in a financial institute where I've seen businesses succeed and businesses fail, but my main second job is one where I work in the backside of businesses and I can see their inner workings of their financials and management. Now, in my time doing this, I've been able to see a lot of key reasons why some businesses don't really work out and why I think most people aren't cut out to be their own boss. First, they have no sense of time management. Time management is one of the most important parts to running a successful business. If you aren't completing projects on time for your clients, you aren't going to keep them happy or get them to come back. You could be missing important meetings, not only with your team, but also with people that would like to do business with you or invest into your business. When you, the business owner, don't have a proper sense of time management, it causes delays to the rest of your team that have to wait on you in order to complete what they need to get done. This is actually something that I myself have had to deal with when it comes to doing payroll and getting it submitted on time for people to get paid. I've run into so many different times where I haven't been able to get approved times by the day that I needed in order to get payroll processed on the proper time, and I've had to let the team members know that they are going to have a delay for their paychecks and they're going to have to wait over the weekend. Time management can be something that is easily overlooked. I've struggled with managing my time when it comes to a business, and it has taught me a very valuable lesson on how important time management is. Now I try to set my schedule up in a way that the most important things are done first, hence why I have had a lack in uploads. YouTube is very important to me, but there are other things that I've had that just simply come first. I've talked about it in other videos. And if I have something important to do at a specific time, I set up reminders at least an hour beforehand and make sure that nothing else is going to be getting in the way of that meeting or whatever I have going on. Little things like setting reminders in your phone and getting a planner are a great way to help you improve your skills in time management and help you keep track of everything and when everything needs to be done. Another reason most people can't be their own boss is because, in a weird way, they have too kind of a heart. Having a kind heart is a good thing, and I really do wish that there were more people with kind hearts out there, because it would make the world a much better place and maybe take this completely off of the list. With that though, in order to run a business, you have to have a backbone. You have to have a spine and be able to stand on what you say. You need to be able to stand up for yourself and be able to say no and hold not only yourself, but others accountable. There are a lot of businesses that not only overextend themselves by hiring a lot of employees, but also consistently giving them raises. Now, I do agree with taking care of your employees. It is much easier to pay a person a little more than it is to hire another person, but there does need to be a limit. We'll touch on this a little bit later in the video. Some small businesses are also allowing themselves to be walked all over by friends, family, and shitty people. Everyone's looking for a deal. Times are hard. I can't blame them. But you need to make sure you aren't just letting everyone get something for nothing. There are so many businesses out there that are too worried about not upsetting anyone that it destroys their business. I've seen it firsthand. I've worked a lot of customer service jobs, and there are tons of people out there who will create a fuss over nothing in order to try and save some money. You are going to have to learn how to say no to some of these people and stomach the pain of people quote unquote hating you and telling all of their friends and all of their family that they aren't going to do business with you. It's something that sucks, but it is something that you will have to deal with at least at one point in your time of running a business. Finally, the biggest reason I see businesses fail is brought on by all the things mentioned above and some other factors that I don't really have a whole lot of time to talk about, and that is financially. Your business will fail if you don't know how to manage your finances to the very last cent. Now, this one seems obvious, and you're probably sitting there thinking you would never let that happen, you're too smart, and maybe you are. But unfortunately for most people, they aren't. They don't really know what all it takes. They don't know how to plan for taxes. Most businesses don't pay taxes just once a year like you do. They pay every time they run payroll, they pay quarterly, and then maybe even more when they do their annual filings. And sometimes it's different depending on the business and where that business is at. You could pay monthly, quarterly, semi-weekly, or weekly. It just kind of depends on how your business is set up and what you think would be best. They don't know how to do their own accounting and make sure that everything is where it should be. Or they may not know what to look for in an accountant and know if what they're paying is what they should be. A lot of businesses also could be taking on too many employees and paying them too much, like I mentioned earlier. As a business owner, your biggest expense is payroll, and you need to know how you are going to be able to handle it. Because not only do you have to pay them for the hours worked, you have to factor in what you're going to pay them if they had overtime, what you're going to be paying for benefits, what you're going to be paying for taxes, and everything in between. It is a lot more than most people really know goes into it, and it's way more expensive than they think it is. They may not know what their actual services and products are worth and are charging way less than they should be doing for it. I'm struggling with this one myself when it comes to my photography. I charge way less than it probably should be worth just due to the fact that I am new at it. And I'm still kind of getting my reps in, and I'm wanting to build some clientele and make some customers happy. So I really do think I'm charging probably half to 3/4 of what I really should be for my photography and giving away more than I should. So that is something that a lot of people will struggle with, especially if what you're doing is a service like mowing lawns, doing photography, cleaning driveways. It is a struggle to really figure out what you're worth. You just have to do a lot of looking and seeing what others are charging and where you kind of fit in with them. You don't want to be charging 3 times more than everyone else and just hoping that you'll get clients, because you won't. But you also don't want to be charging like $10 an hour, because you aren't going to be making any money. Financial management is the absolute most important part to keeping a business up and running it. It takes a lot more work in order to keep a business going than most people think and are really capable of. If you can't keep your finances in check, you will fail as a business owner, and the business will burn to the ground, for lack of a better term. Now, I don't say all these things just to scare you off from starting your own business. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I just see so many people out there telling you you should start your own business and how amazing it is, but they conveniently leave out all the parts that cause most businesses and people to fail. If you are able to learn from all of these things and start your own business, you might be successful. You might fail. But if you learn from the things that caused you to fail and have the determination to keep going, you will succeed. Everything is learnable, and sometimes you have to get up when you fall, and you just can't give up. I believe in a lot of you guys, and I know that you are capable of it, but do you have the real inner personal ability to start a business and keep it going and learn all the things that you need to? Most people don't, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible. With that all, you guys, I kind of wanted to keep this video short and just kind of sum up the points. I hope that you guys learned something from this video, or you at least thought that it was an interesting perspective. It's just something that I see all the time and I think needs to be talked about. I would love to know what you guys thought about what I had to say in this video down in the comment section down below. It would really mean a lot to me what things you guys think would be important. Do you believe in what I'm saying? Do you have additions to the things that I said, or do you completely disagree with me? I'd love to know your thoughts and your perspectives down in the comment section down below. But with that all, you guys, I will catch you all in my next video. See ya.